Oh wow, got some more glitches up in the trees, look. You know, people always, especially my sort of family, can't quite get their head around the amount of money I would spend on upgrades for a computer that, you know, to all intents and purposes, from their point of view, isn't an upgrade. It's just like, well, what's the difference?
Yeah, exactly.
But for me, you know, I'm not into cars. I'm not into any big sports games. You know, I don't spend any money in that. You know, I know people that own cars that wouldn't think twice about going out and spending $3,000 on a bloody stereo system for the damn thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just not what I do. So I mean, my hobby really, when looked at with some logic behind it, isn't that expensive.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is, like, say, you can upgrade, can't you? It's a bit difficult to upgrade a car.
Yeah.
to a point. You know, a computer, you know, you can, a couple of £100 here and there, you can make big changes to it, can't you?
And the good thing is, you know, like I did, like I slowly upgraded this computer. Like I still had my old processor and the motherboard I'm currently using until I had enough money to get the new 8-core and better, you know, stuff. And then after I got that, I ended up like just building a second computer.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've got a 670 sitting here now, but we'll go into another computer shortly. Hopefully, as soon as Haswell, the successor to Haswell comes, I'll build another rig for the rest of the family here. I mean, I've got enough of the damn things, but
yeah,
you tend not to get, unless you sell at the right time. You don't really tend to get your money back, do you? And the 670 is such a great card. I thought I'd retain that rather than sell it sort of as the 780s were coming on board.
I've always been kind of like, I have like a bunch of old graphics cards and things still, but like I never know how to sell graphics cards for people and what price to do it, and I'm just like, you know, I'll just keep it and use it later.
Yeah. Too much can go wrong as a seller, can't it? That's the problem. I mean, eBay is just like, you do not want to be selling something worth a few £100 on eBay, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'd forever be dreading that email, it's not arrived yet. Or it's arrived and it doesn't work. It's like, oh great, here we go.
Yeah. I mean, I'd sell things to friends and stuff because, you know.
Yeah. That's different, isn't it?
They're local, you know. But
I mean, that's the only way I'd sell a graphics card. Is I would have someone would have to come round to my house, see it working. I would then and there remove it from the PC, and they would walk out the door, and I would have cash in my hand. I would never even consider doing it on eBay. I've just heard too many horror stories.
Like, I've been trying to find, like, a job at some of the computer shops around here, but some of them don't even, like, get enough customers to have, you know, the money to hire someone else.
Right, really?
Because I mean, I think that'd be really fun, you know. Build computers, fix them, you know.
I think this is the point, though, isn't it? People kind of wonder, like, how hard it is to build a computer and all the rest of it. Well, if it was that difficult, there would be an awful lot of people making an awful lot of money out of it. And the point is, they're not difficult to build, are they?
No.
Otherwise, there would be. I mean, obviously there are. I should imagine in most towns in the UK, there's plenty of little mom and pop stores who make some money from building computers for people. But if it was that big a business, then there'd be a lot more. And you know, I still think Currys and PC World, even if they still even exist, I don't know. But they had PC World here had a big deal with Hewlett Packard, so it's Packard Bell back then.
I'll be back in a bit, yeah?
Alright, Ben.
Yeah. So
Are you out drooling over your PC, mate?
Yeah, we're going to see if we can try and get a bit of a discount on it, you know? Our cash install, you know, see if they check down the price a bit. So
I don't think Currys are going to give you a discount because they're diddling the VAT, mate.
Alright,
good luck.
Anyway. Yeah,
alright,
cool. See you in a bit.
See you later.
Mr. Pepper! How you doing, buddy? It's Mr. Pepper. Mr. Pepper! See, Mr. Pepper always gets a tune when he joins us. Wow, out of ammo already. I just don't know where to put anything. Oh my god, what was that? Jesus shit, we got a dog up here!
How?
I don't know, but I've got nothing to shoot it with. Oh Christ, and there's a Hornet.
Trying to avoid shooting the glass.
Ooh, what the hell? How did that happen?
Hey, we got food. That stag just died right there.
Yeah, I think I shot the stag in the face. Oh wow. Holy shit, it's loads on them. It really is loads on them.
Yep. I need to open a window real quick.
Come on. It's not looking too bad, is it, Pepper? We've put a good bit of work into it. I know Chikamomo's been working hard.
These zombies are so loud.
They are. I swear they get louder every night.
My computer is making crazy things.
It's that Dodge AMD CPU, mate.
Someone turned the heater on and it's like an oven up here.
Oh wow. I really struggle with that in my house because my girlfriend absolutely loves being ultra warm and toasty, so like the heating comes on sort of so early in the year, and I'm the exact opposite. I hate it. I'd much rather be like, you know, cool temperature.
I'd rather be cold than have my computer here overheat.
Yeah, you'd rather be suffering. Shivering, as long as the computer's alright.
Bro, like at my case, I have the side panel open because I have that motherboard issue where I don't have the fan connector to like the front intake isn't connected because there's no slot on my motherboard for it, so I need to get an extender. But
right, okay.
I have my case, the side panels open, and I tend to leave the window open all the time because I just want the coolest I can get it. Because
I noticed over I think it would have been, let me think, it would have been early December here in the UK, and I booted up one of my PCs in the room that I sort of game in, and I got an error come up for the first time ever. You know, I use my gaming rigs purely for gaming. You know, they don't even sort of, you know, go on Chrome or anything. So I was like, weird. Must be obviously a hardware failure. And anyway, what it was, the room was so cold that the CPU fan simply hadn't engaged, and it was somehow causing it so that it refused to boot up. So I actually had to have the room a little bit warmer. It's kind of quite. Because I've never come across that before. I'd obviously got the RPM set so low on the BIOS settings that it just hadn't flicked on. It worried me. I was like, shit, what's happened? Until I realised just how cold the ambient temperature actually was.
I think Mr. Pepper's right about that. Like, I have the, what is it, the 8? What do I have? It's the 8320 or what? I don't remember.
Have you got an upgrade, Mr. Pepper?
But I think he's right about the CPU cooler being the stock. Yeah, I have the 8320.
What is that? Is that a good cooler? The stock cooler, is it on that?
The stock cooler is horrible.
Oh.
That's why I want the, you know, one of those two, the Noctura or the Corsair thing.
I mean, I'm a big fan of sort of like the Nocturas in the sense, you know, I have used them, I've got personal experience with them. I just, sometimes, I know it's not a problem. I know how motherboards are built. It just terrifies me, the amount of stress. I mean, I know the back plates are fantastic, and you know, I know enough about it not to be worried, and yet still, the weight of those flipping things is just unbelievable.
Yeah. See, I'm more worried about, I don't know why, but I'm more worried about the leakage.
Nah, the H100's good, mate. You have no problems with that. As long as you don't do anything stupid with it, you'll be fine with it. Yeah. They're deliberately built to like have running, you know, to run just like permanently for bloody years and years on end, aren't they? I mean,
because I don't know. The amount of things that can go wrong, like the pump could stop working.
Stop worrying about it. You'll be alright.
Like, they better have a freaking good warranty.
I should imagine they've got a very good warranty, mate. Yeah. There's a lot. I mean, they are by far the most popular full enclosed sort of bit of kit, aren't they? Standalone kit.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to go wrong with it.
What people were telling me is to get there's a certain type of fan that Noctua makes, and they were saying to take off the Corsair fans on the H100 and put the Noctua ones on.
Yeah.
Because they can push more air through the radiator, but it's going to be a while.
I mean, it's like I was saying earlier, it depends on how much you want to push your rig, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if you used the stock fan and everything, you would be absolutely fine. But, you know, for those people that really want to push, you know, those extra few degrees to overclock that extra little bit more.
I mean, I'm not really, I'm doing the turbo overclock, which is like, I'm getting around 4.0 right now. But, I don't really...
Is that good on that? I don't know what.
The turbo is, what's my stock? It's 3.5 normally, and then it's 4.0 turbo, but the next version, the 350, goes up to like 4.2 or 4.2 or something like that.
You've got a Hornet there, I think.
Oh, but like I don't want to overclock too much. Like, I mean, my computer can already run pretty much everything that I want.
Yeah. I mean, there is a point where you have to say, is there any point in overclocking, you know?
Yeah. I mean, my only worry is the temperatures. Like, I want to get it as cold as possible to be as efficient as possible.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Yeah. Because, like,
no, it's only temperatures that I ever worry about. I like my temperatures. Like you said, I would rather. I mean, the radiator is always off in my gaming room. It is never on.
Yeah.
The rest of the house can be like a bloody furnace, but if I leave the window open in here and you know, with the radiator off, it's not a bad ambient temperature, to be honest. And I'll tell you what, when I was streaming the PS4 and had obviously one of the PCs on and a laptop on, because I obviously used the PC to stream through OBS. Shit, it got hot in here, man. The PS4 does bang out some bloody heat. I don't think it's as bad as the PS3 was, but that sounds close. Have you got a Hornet near you?
Yeah. I mean, I use my computer to heat my room when I'm cold, but my room's never, like, cold because the heater's always on. But I like to get it where I can have, like, you know, like 30 or 40 degrees Celsius, like, on heavy load, you know?
What's that, Pepper? Oh, right, you were saying the stock cooler is terrible.
Yeah.
You've got 86 degrees with a stock one on GTA 4. Jesus Christ, mate.
Mine right now.
Oh, you're ready to join us, are you, Arab? Have you got 300 grum bombs, have you, mate?
Oh wow, my computer's actually doing quite well. My socket temperature for my CPU is 48 degrees Celsius. My internal cores on the processor are only 34 degrees Celsius. But my hard drives are at 51 degrees Celsius, which is really high.
Your hard drives are at what?
51 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, that seems a bit high, doesn't it? What's that all about?
I have no idea. Like, I could cook eggs on it.
That's got to be a faulty
I think it's the case,
thermometer.
Though. It could be. But I mean, the motherboard, the tools I have on my motherboard, like the same software says the same thing, so I think it's the old hard drives or something. But I mean, if I touch them physically, they will burn my finger.
Not good, not good.
Yeah, because they're all in one slot next to each other. I mean, they're in 3 different slots, but they're all really close, because the computer case is, like, if I put them up higher or separate them, it doesn't support my graphics card anymore, because it doesn't have the length.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, I have to use some. The 780 that I've got.
Yeah.
It's such a heavy card with that big, hefty Asus sort of custom cooler on it. I had to use some zip. Well, I only use one. Use one zip tie just to sort of tie it to the actual frame, because I'm a bit worried about. I mean, it wouldn't have been a problem, but you know, a little bit of support on it doesn't hurt.
I've been thinking about taking a Dremel or something and cutting holes